For more on this story, we're pleased to be joined by former New York governor and current Republican candidate for president, George Pataki, who joins us tonight from Newsmax, New York. George, did you go to the meeting personally last night or send a representative?
Yeah, I had two representatives. I didn't go, and pretty much all the campaigns were represented.
Well, the folks you sent, what did they represent back to you, and are you happy with the demands the group agreed upon?
Well, it was basically just that the campaigns have to be involved and not just told by the RNC or the network what the rules are. And the two things that I think, three things basically agreed to: there will be a closing statement and an opening statement. There will be fair time, equal time questions to all the candidates. And I think that's a plus. JD, I don't care about the questions. I'm in New York. I've dealt with the New York press forever, and they're as bad as you can get. All I want is the opportunity to make the case to the American people.
Well, it would seem more than equal time in terms of questions, George. You and a few of the other candidates want equal access. These other debates have had, I'm sorry, I guess it's been called a kids' table or a JV debate before the big event.
No question.
Are you now going to all get together on the same stage in the next event?
Well, the next event's going to follow the old rules. That hasn't been changed. But beyond that, it's not clear yet. And I totally agree with you. You know, a lot of the campaigns, including some of the leading campaigns, said, let's break it up 7 and 7 randomly so that we have equal time. And if you look at where the polling, the national polling is today, I think there are like 9 candidates between 0 and 3, all within the margin of error. And to say that somebody who's at 3 will be on a stage that gets 10 times the audience as somebody at 2 really doesn't make sense. You know, it's very early in the process. The one thing, JD, every American knows is that it'll change dramatically between now and February.
When you were out on the trail, how many people come up to you to talk about the televised debates and the process? Do you have to spend a lot of time defending the fact that so many candidates are polling so low at this early stage?
Not at all. I'll tell you, the reaction I get is extremely encouraging. People come up to me and say, Governor, please stay in this race. We need somebody who can win. And we think where we are right now is an aberration. It's not going to continue. At the end, we need somebody who can run America, who can govern successfully, who can bring us together, and who can win the election. So, I mean, literally every day people come up and say, thank God you're in it. Stay in it. We know where you are in the polls. It's all going to change. We're with you. Just hang in there.
Let me ask you one more question about the debate process, then we'll try to get to an issue very quickly. Do the candidates and the campaigns now have control of this, or does Reince Priebus and the RNC still basically control this process?
You know, I think, JD, the idea is to have a consensus here. It's not that the campaigns are going to tell the RNC or the RNC is going to tell the campaign. We all want to see a Republican win, the RNC and obviously every campaign. So the goal is to have a consensus on a system that works and is fair to the candidates, and most importantly, gives the voters the chance to hear all of the Republican candidates explain their feelings about the issues, their vision, their record, and how they can bring this country forward. And that's all I ask.
45 seconds for a policy question. You were governor of New York on that fateful day of 9/11. Now our commander-in-chief, President Obama, sending special forces to Syria. What is your take on this shift by the president in terms of policy in Syria?
His policy, to the extent there was one, clearly was an abject failure. He is governed foreign policy-wise by politics. You know, I'm going to be out of Iraq, so we end up with ISIS filling the void. I'm going to be out of Afghanistan, so we see Al-Qaeda resurgent, the Taliban resurgent, so he has to reverse gears. And now we see in Syria, we're never going to have boots on the ground. Well, we do have boots on the ground because the Hillary-Obama foreign policy has been a disaster. We have got to destroy ISIS over there. We know they're plotting to attack us here. As you said, JD, I was governor on September 11th. I know we can't look the other way. We have to destroy their training centers, the recruitment hubs over there before they have the chance to attack us here again.
Governor George Pataki, sir, we thank you for your time.
Thank you, JD. Always good being on with you.